Hello, my name is JoAnne. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am an online voice teacher and fitness coach, and I share a lot of information with you about vocal health, how the voice works, teaching online. I share some videos. I'm also obsessed with musical theater, so that may or may not be a large theme on this channel. But I'd love to have you join this community. Be sure to hit subscribe down below, like this video, all that jazz. And today, I'm going to be teaching you a little bit about how to belt. So my personal backstory is that I have been training for 13 years. I have been in voice lessons since I was 13 years old. I am now 26 if you are watching this in real time. If you are not, I am older now. But at the time I'm filming this, I have been in voice lessons for 13 years, and I took a lot of classical lessons and musical theater lessons in high school. I did some pop music too, but by the time I got to college, I was doing only classical. So I spent 4 years studying classical voice, and I did very little commercial instruction, and quite honestly, I didn't think I would be able to belt. I was told at one point that I would only ever be a classical singer, and that kind of sucked because all I ever wanted to do was sing pop music. That clearly changed a little bit because now I'm like obsessed with musical theater, but it is kind of still pop music because I like contemporary musical theater. But anyways, so I was told that, and I spent so much time training as a soprano. I did not have a chest voice. I could not sing low, and I literally didn't think I would ever be able to belt. I knew how to mix, but that was it. And so after college, I found a really, really incredible voice teacher when I moved to Chicago, and she literally taught me how to use my chest voice, how to start belting, and I've been developing that now for, at this point, it's been 4 years that I've been developing my chest voice. And I can proudly say to you right now that I am a soprano who had zero chest voice after I graduated college, who has now learned to belt. And I am also here to tell you that belting is possible for you. Singing, period, is a learned skill. If you've clicked on this video, I am sure that you are already a singer because most people who consume my content already are. But if you're not and you want to sing more than anything, but you just feel like I was not born with this skill, you are not a lost cause. You can sing. You can learn how to sing because singing is a learned skill. All of the amazing professional singers that you see, yes, they may have had some natural talent that they were born with, but odds are they've done a lot of training to be able to perform at the level that they're performing at today. And if they haven't, odds are they've had to cancel shows for vocal injuries, because singing is just like any other form of athletic activity, any other form of physical activity. You have to train in order to be able to protect yourself. So belting, we're going to talk about specifically how to belt. So if you are a soprano and you do not know how to belt, the first thing you need to do is I need you to build up your chest voice. So you do that by getting into your speaking register. So I want you to start, if somebody were to ask you a question, you go, this is my answer, this is my speaking register. It's a little bit on the high side, but this is where I speak. And so I would start with finding a speech level song. For example, my favorite that I learned how to belt on, that I started learning how to ground this practice of speech-like singing, was Don't Want to Be Here from Ordinary Days. Great song if you haven't heard it, but I'll do a little bit of it for you right now. So if I were here, this is my starting pitch. It's pretty comfortable in my speaking register. So here we go. I grew up in the middle of nowhere, and I swore I would never go back. My hometown was like the suburb of a suburb. I actually lived on a cul-de-sac. So if you notice, that's really speechy. And so it's really, really great to start in your chest voice. When you are singing from that space, you're gonna do the speech-like singing. So when you're trying to get your chest voice, start speaking. Also, you're gonna wanna start lower. If you naturally want to bring your chest voice down, your head voice down all the way, start lower. I know for me, sometimes I want to bring my head voice down low. So if I start lower, like here, this is an A3 chord, and I go, yeah, that's easier for me than if I were to start up higher and try to start bringing my head voice up. Bringing my chest voice up higher, since I'm used to singing that in my head voice. So if I bring it down lower and start a little bit lower so I'm fully grounded in that chest voice, that's a really good place to start. That nya, 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 nya exercise I just played for you, that's a really good one for chest voice because it's working on these resonators. And a lot of our resonance comes, we don't want to have nasal singing, but we want to have nasal resonance, especially when we are starting to sink lower. We want to be able to keep that height. Otherwise our larynx starts feeling like it's pressing down and it gets harder to sing lower. So if you can keep that height, the nasal resonance helps with that height and keeping bright vowels. So I want you to think, yeah is a really bright vowel. It's really spread. Most of the time when we're singing, we think tall vowels. But when we are learning chest voice, those vowels are not very tall. Your chest voice in general has brighter vowels, and you do not need the same amount of jaw opening as you do when you're singing a high C. Actually, you don't need that much jaw opening most of the time. High Cs, you need to kind of have your jaw pretty dropped. So that's kind of the place to start, is like keep that jaw a little bit more stable. Start speech-like. Start with exercises that are really nasal and that bring you down there. Start with repertoire that is getting you grounded in a speech-like place, and then work on bringing that up higher. And that's gonna take some time, it is. But the most important thing also is working with a voice teacher who understands this and who can help you. So if you are somebody who is wanting to start taking voice lessons, you're wanting to get real hands-on instruction on how to make this happen, how to get that chest voice up, how to get that chest voice actually established, how to learn how to transition into it easily without just feeling like you're bottoming out your head voice all the time and you just have these very limited rep options in musical theater, because that's also a thing. Musical theater verses tend to be pretty low, choruses tend to be higher. Chorus might be really comfortable, the verse might be really hard. So that's another reason chest voice is really, really important. If you feel like you need that, let me know. My website is linked down below. At the time that I'm filming this, I am offering free trial lessons, and those are available until the end of May 2020. If you have questions, you can shoot me an email. You can sign up for one of those free trial lessons. You can also, if this is past that date and you're interested in a lesson, you can go down to the link in the description, go to my website, you can schedule a lesson. And if you are wanting to chat before doing a lesson, email me, seriously. I'll hop on the phone with you and talk with you and help you through things a little bit. I want to really serve you. I want to help you and get you to your goals. And it's really, really important to have this if you want to be a successful singer. So I hope to see you in a lesson soon, but I hope this helped you understand a little bit more about how to start belting and establishing that chest voice, because belting, the textbook definition of belting is bringing that chest voice up higher. Belting primarily is a chest dominant mix, because mixing and belting are not two different things. Not all mixing is belting and not all belting is mixing, but high belting is a chest dominant mix. So I hope this answers some of your questions. Comment any that you have down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.